Well, speaking of the White House, US President Joe Biden has warned Israel not to go ahead with a military offensive in the densely populated Gaza border town of Rafah, it's to the south of Gaza, without a plan to protect civilians. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has dismissed concerns from allies about his plans to send troops into the last remaining designated safe zone in Gaza.
Soldiers from Israel's Givati Brigade on the ground in Khan Yunis. Close quarters combat, delicate and dangerous. The IDF says it's going well, but it's not done yet. 100 Hamas militants killed in recent weeks here, as many as 2,500, the IDF says, since the war began. This as Hamas claims that Israeli strikes over the last 4 days have resulted in the deaths of 2 more hostages, with 8 more injured. But Israel has made its course abundantly clear that the only way to bring the hostages home is to keep up the military pressure. Now the focus turns to Rafah. The 4 Hamas battalions holed up beneath, and half of Gaza's population crammed into this small patch of land right up against the border with Egypt. Israel is facing considerable international pressure to keep civilians safe as it prepares to launch its Rafah operation.
Here is my child, only 2 months old. Where do we take him? I swear by God, I don't know where to take him. Where do we go with 4 people? We don't know if we should leave or stay. We move from one place to another.
But Israel's Prime Minister says evacuation back to the north is possible.
The areas that we've cleared north of Rafah are plenty of areas there, but we're working out a detailed plan to do so. And that's what we've done up to now. We're not cavalier about this. This is part of our war effort to get civilians out of harm's way. It's part of Hamas's effort to keep them in harm's way.
As for the Rafah crossing, Egypt has made clear that it is one way only. Yes to humanitarian aid going in, a firm no to Gaza's civilian population coming out. Are Egypt's concerns partly that bringing a large number of Palestinian refugees into Sinai might bring the war onto Egyptian territory, and it would be forced to respond?
Yes, this is what is perceived by the people. If you go out throughout the social media and the opinion pages in Egyptian newspapers, you will see this perception. But the main principle of no liquidation of the Palestinian cause or no evacuation of Palestinians from their land is the main prevailing language in Egypt.
With the focus of the fighting now in Gaza's south, there is some calm in the bombed-out thoroughfares of Gaza City. Time for those who are left there to reclaim what they can and bury their dead. Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel is winning, but as these streets attest, it is a devastating battle and there is still a long way to go. Diana Magnay, Sky News, Jerusalem.